matchup with the Kansas City Chiefs. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Room past the 20. Derrick Henry all alone. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
Now the rookie from Utah, this is Joe Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And going deep for Hill. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what it's meant.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jelani Jenkins able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. On the counter, it's Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now. Throwing his car on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. 47 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Raiders. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 8 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deshaun Hall able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They begin with Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Not something you see a whole lot of. A sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Complete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. And tough starting field position here. First down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. To throw on third down. Carr forced out to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Kelsey on the grab. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So a nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tamahali in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead.